Today's saint shows us that saints aren't necessarily born that way. Hello, I'm Father James Kubicki of the Apostleship of Prayer, and the saint whom we honor today was a soldier who lived a pretty wild life. But when he returned to civilian life, he began to do penance for his many sins. He opened up a religious goods store and began to care for the sick and suffering, at one point renting a house for those who were sick and had no other place to go. Because of his great love for the suffering, people began to call him John of God. Others were attracted by his charity, and these men, after John's death, formed a new congregation called the Brothers Hospitallers, who to this day follow St. John's example in caring for the sick. In 1886, Pope Leo XIII named him the co-patron of hospitals and the sick, and in 1930, Pope Pius XI named him the patron saint of nurses. St. John of God went from a life of sin to a life of prayer and penance and works of charity. In that regard, he's a good saint for us to honor during Lent when we focus on prayer, penance, and almsgiving or charity. Prayer leads us to know God and ourselves better. Knowing how good God is and how we have not loved and served God, how we have not been faithful, will lead us to want to repair the damage our sins have done to our relationship with God and with others. We'll want to do penance. And prayer and penance together will ultimately help us grow in charity, in becoming like St. John of God, a person of God who is love.